Hey party people, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a good old-fashioned haul. I do have some stuff from Wish and also Amazon. There's not really a whole lot from Amazon, but I figured I'd go ahead and throw it in here. So if you don't know, Wish is a website and also an app where you can buy really cheap stuff on here, but I'm pretty sure all of it's from China. You can get some very affordable stuff. Now I know a lot of people are very iffy about buying from China because you don't really know what is in the ingredients. There's not really like an FDA. Buy at your own risk. But I'm gonna go ahead and start with the stuff from Amazon because I only have 3 things. They're actually all from W7 because W7 is pretty much known for being a dupe brand. The first thing I have is the W7 Makeup and Glow Bronzing Base. This is supposed to be a dupe for the Chanel Soleil de Tan. You know what? We're actually gonna utilize the Google. So it's supposed to be a dupe for the Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel Bronzing Makeup Base. That's very redundant. This was $6.84 with free shipping with Amazon Prime. I've not tried the Chanel bronzer, but everyone acted like this was a dead-on dupe for it, and obviously it is trying to be that. So this is just a cream bronzer. It does have like golden shimmer, but it doesn't really translate onto the skin. But like even when I swatch it, you can't really see it. But there's what it looks like. It's a really pretty shade. It's more of like a neutral bronze shade. I don't know. I don't really have a firm grasp on it yet because every time I've used it, it feels very dry, and it does build up and stuff, but it just, I don't know, it's just not very high quality feeling. But I will keep using it, maybe just getting past that, you know, top surface, like, cause like when I get down into it, like when I get off the top surface, I don't see that golden shimmer anymore, and it seems to be a lot more creamy. So I'm gonna keep trying this. The next thing I have is the W7 Genius Feather Light Foundation. I read somewhere in comments that this was supposed to be a dupe for the Cover FX Custom Cover Drops. This was only $8.95 on Amazon. I got the shade Sand Beige. This is a very weird color. It looks very cool tone, very pinky, and even when I'm pale, like I don't have a tan, it doesn't work. So it's kind of hard for me to test this out, but this is very watery. It does not have very good coverage. So this is definitely not a dupe for the Cover FX ones because that one's supposed to be like full coverage. This is not. The last thing I have from Amazon is the W7 Line to 5 waterproof eyeliner pen. So this was $3.69, and this actually had pretty good reviews. So here's what the tip looks like. It's very chunky and fat, and it doesn't have a really fine little point. So that's what I like to look for in pen liners like this, because like if it's too fat, you can't really get a precise wing with it, and that's the only reason that I use pen liners. And it's also not super jet black. Like I feel like it swatches out to be a little bit more pigmented on my hand where I'm actually pressing down a bit harder, but it just seems very dry. It's not super saturated with product, so I wouldn't recommend this. So moving on to some Wish stuff, I have an entire box of stuff. So the first thing I have is the, how do you pronounce this? I don't know. We're not gonna pronounce it because I don't know how. It's the Blackhead Removal Bamboo Charcoal Black Mask. Here's what the box looks like. So Wish is actually having a thing right now. I don't know how long this is gonna last, but they have this thing where you just pay shipping. So a lot of this stuff I literally just paid shipping for, which is only like between $1 and $3, which is incredible. But I actually have a video coming out pretty soon of my husband and I trying this on camera, because this is supposed to be the mask that hurts like hell when you pull it off, but it's supposed to rip out all your blackheads. I do have several false lashes. Now, I personally do not wear false lashes, but I need them all the time for my kit. If you are a makeup artist and you freelance on the side, go to Wish for your false lashes because they have such amazing deals on there, and most of their false lashes are very good. I do have 2 that are the exact same. I've already started using one. These were only $2. I believe I just paid shipping for these. But you do get 5 pairs in here, and these are so high quality. Like they're not cheap at all. They feel very expensive, and the band's really nice on them. I don't have a hard time applying them. They're not flimsy, but they're also not super thick to where it's kind of hard to work with. So here's what these look like. As you can see, they're just really long and full, and I just think these are so beautiful. Also, I will have everything linked below, and I'll copy and paste what it says in the description, like the actual title, even though it's very redundant. Like this one says, amazing 5-pair fashion black crisscross false eyelashes, voluminous eyelashes. Like it's like they're trying to hit all the tags, I guess. But these are a little bit more long and a little wispier than the ones I just now showed you. And then we have these things. I do not recommend these at all. They look so extremely fake. So they call these the 5 pairs of fake long natural false eyelashes, cross eyelashes extension handmade. These feel so cheap. Like the other ones feel like actual hairs, like human hair. These, like you can see how thick the glue, like the black glue right here is on them and how thick the band is. And then I got the Vamp Stamp. I already showed you guys this in a video. I did an actual like demo. This was just shipping. But after I made that video, Vamp Stamp actually reached out to me and like sent me the real deal. So if you guys want to see an updated, like legit, real deal Vamp Stamp video, then let me know. But I don't really see a big difference in the actual stamp tool. It seems like they're the exact same, but I don't know, we shall see. And then I got something that I think they're trying to do, the Farsali Rose Gold Elixir, which I haven't tried. So this is the 0.2.0 brand. I don't know what this is called. This is the 24 karat rose gold elixir, and again, buyer beware of anything from China, especially like skincare or makeup that you put on your face. But this one does have little specks of gold, and this is a very hydrating, glowy serum. When I put this on my face, like it feels very heavy and very oily, and when I first used this, I was like, oh my god, this is gonna break me out so bad. Like, but it actually didn't, and I was kind of shocked by that. The next thing I have are a couple of liquid lipsticks. Now I didn't get these for me because you guys know I'm not a liquid lipstick person. I did get these for my kit because liquid lipsticks are very, very essential for your makeup kit, like for brides and for prom people. But this is the, oh god, more names that I don't know how to pronounce. Poudre lip gloss. They're actually calling it a lip gloss, but here's what the box looks like. You guys can decide for yourself how it's pronounced. So I got the shades number 2 and number 3. So number 2 is more of a, just a nude, like pinky mauve. This does have a weird smell. Like it smells like it's trying to smell good, but it smells kind of chemically. So there's what that shade looks like. You can probably see it better from back here. But when this sets, it sets. So if you are like me and you have really, really dry lips, this will not work out for you. But this is a very, very long wearing lip. This is the shade number 3. So it looks more of like a basic classic red. Next thing I have is a BB cream. So I'm all about trying to find like full coverage BB creams because it hasn't really been done a whole lot. So this is the Maria Ayora BB cream with SPF 15. So here's what the box and the tube looks like. You can't see it. I'm so sorry. I had to turn up my lights and stuff because it's dark outside, so I have no natural lighting. This was just shipping again. This one does seem like it has a nice like yellowish undertone, so when I get more pale, I will try this a little bit more. Then I got a few concealers. So I was hoping that these would be like the LA Girl concealers. Now the LA Girl concealers are very, very affordable. Like they're super, super cheap, but I just wanted to try something different. So these are the Pop Feel High Definition Concealers. I did get 4 shades. These are very, very sheer and watery. These do not have very good coverage at all. This one's in the shade 01, so this is the lightest, but this one's very peachy. Like I don't know if you guys can see, but it's so pink. And then I got the shade 03, and this one is definitely more of a peach, whereas the last one's more pink. So maybe they're trying to be correctors. I'm not really sure. I don't use correctors, but the yellow one's definitely a corrector, but I thought maybe it would be so yellow to where I could actually use it as a concealer. But I do like to use this one under my concealer to like brighten a little bit more, and it kind of acts like a white foundation mixer. It's like a white concealer mixer in a way. And then I got the shade 09, which is the more like contouring shade. This one is just way too dark for me. I mean, I can get it to work. I will say it seems like they have a pretty good selection of colors for deeper skin tones. And then the next things I have are some brushes. So I'm constantly on the hunt for brush sets on Wish because sometimes you can get lucky and get some good ones, but most of the time they're duds. So this is a 20-piece brush set. So this was just $3. I guess I probably paid shipping too. But they call these a 20-piece set, makeup brush set, tools, wool, brushes, kit. And these are also really tiny. Like they look like little like kid brushes. I'm not gonna get up close and show you guys because they're not even worth my time. But this is a ripoff because there are 20 pieces in here, but there are like 3 of each. It's so ridiculous. You can tell that these are gonna break or come apart from the ferrule when I actually wash these because they're so, I keep saying it, they're so cheap. You get the idea. I've been wanting to try the Dermacol, was it like makeup cover foundation, or I don't really know what it's called, and I found them on Wish. So I got a bunch of shades. I'm not gonna go through each shade, but it looks legit. I don't really know if it is or not, but these were just shipping. I feel like I haven't really worked with it that much to where I know all about it yet. But if you guys wanna see a video, like a separate video, just demoing these, then let me know. And then I got a beauty blender dupe. A lot of times I can find sponges on there that are very comparable to the Beauty Blender and also the Real Technique sponge. This one was a dud. So they call this the Halloween Beauty Sponge Latex Free Blender Makeup Flawless Liquid Foundation. The material is soft on it, but it's not squishy. So this is one of those that feels like you're beating your face with a rock. I do not recommend this one. And then I have an Artis brush dupe. This is the Hot Foundation Powder Cream Makeup Toothbrush Rose Gold shaped. This was $1, and this one's actually not that bad. Now, I don't really use brushes a whole lot for my foundation, but when I have used this one, it works really, really well. Like, it doesn't really leave behind streaks. It does give me very good coverage, so it seems to work better than a lot of like toothbrush Artiste dupe brushes that I've tried. And then I try to find dupes for the Real Technique sponges. But as you can see, this one, like the actual Real Technique sponge, is a lot more wide than this one. This one's really, really small, and I don't like that. I do like the more wide flat edge, but this one's very hard. It barely inflates, and when it does, it still feels very, just very hard and very dense. It doesn't squish or like feel really soft in your hand. It's not the worst one I've tried. It does work. Like, if I had to use it, I would, but I don't know. It's definitely not the Real Technique sponge. I have another brush set in here that I got completely scammed on. So this is the 2016, so weird, Fine Charm Pro 4-piece makeup cosmetic tool, eyeshadow, powder, foundation, blending, and it goes on. They just look really cheap. So here's what they look like. They're also very tiny. These two look the exact same. Like, they're more of like a rounded but yet flat topped blending brush. These might be usable. I mean, they probably work for something, but the quality is just not there. And then I got this brush, and this one's actually really good and very high quality. They're calling this a foundation, makeup, highlighter, flame, blending, blush, blusher, brush, powder brushes. Here's what it looks like. It's just a tapered brush. As you can see, it's a little bit more fat. And I do like using this one for under the eyes, like for setting powder. It's good for highlight. It could be good for contouring or bronzing or something. And this one does feel pretty sturdy. It doesn't feel super cheap. The bristles are very, very soft. It kind of comes to like a point. And I do like this one, so I would recommend this one. Then I have this big Mac Daddy of a brush. This is the Soft Large Powder Brush, or Brush. They're calling it a powder brush. Gold face powder blush makeup brush, bronzer brush. So this was $1 plus shipping. This one is already coming apart from the ferrule. The bristles are soft, but you can tell that it's already starting to shed. I have washed this a couple of times, and that is it for this haul. So if you guys have tried anything from Wish recently, let me know what you tried and if it's good and if I need to check it out. But I hope you guys enjoyed this haul. If you guys still enjoy hauls, I never see them anymore. So if you guys want me to keep doing them and just kind of keep it old school and, you know, just keep it, like, keep YouTube the way it started out being, then let me know in the comments below and I will keep doing these. So thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me today. Thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe, follow me on my social media. All the links are below, as well as the products I talked about today. And I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Mwah.